Hi, AJ Cataldo, July 26th in Cambodia. I'm going to put this on my Cambodia retirement channel. It's a stock pick, and the stock is Netlist, Netlist. Ticker is NLST, and the stock's trading about $2.50 a share. I started drawing attention to it when it was below 80 cents a share on my Facebook page. And I'm not going to share my Facebook page with y'all, no offense. I do have a separate YouTube for the stock market stuff that I'm puttering around with. I'm retired. Uh, but I'm going to go ahead and put this Netlist recommendation. I'm going to recommend that you research the stock. It's Sunday afternoon at 1:39 p.m. here in Cambodia. So it's about 12:39 a.m. on the East Coast of the U.S. Go to, now do your own research, not investment advice. At $2.50 a share, if you purchase 100 shares, it will cost you $250. It's a small cap, so you'll probably pay a $6 commission. I did not bet the farm. You don't need to bet the farm on this stock. It has lawsuits. It has already won judgments of about $900 million. But our legal system in America being what it is, you can appeal. And that's what's going on right now. But the federal government appears to have chimed in. Now, what's happening is firms like SK Hynix, they have a good relationship with them. That company, SK Hynix, SKHYNIX, separate word, they've just gone public with an ADR. ADR is American Depository Receipt. And that stock, it IPO'd, initial public offering, at a very high price. It went down a little bit. I did write an article on Seeking Alpha recommending that you nibble some of that. But the lawsuits they have are against Samsung, Micron, and indirectly they're going to hit NVIDIA and Broadcom. There is a lot going on, and the Department of Justice has chimed in. I'm actually trying to give you about a year's worth of news in a few minutes here. So to start your research, spend 1 hour of your life. Go to Stocktwits, STOCKTWITS. It's the best source. People there are very excited. I think there's more than 25,000 people following the stock on that site. A lot of this information is not hitting, some of it's hitting Reuters. Well, not indirectly, it's hitting Reuters. But it's basically under the radar, and that's what you want when you buy a stock. They did dilute to build up cash for lawsuits. Now they're going to report earnings in the next few days, and I think it's going to be favorable, and that's without the lawsuits. Now, what are the lawsuits for? The lawsuits are for patent violations. And as I said, they've been winning. About 900 million judgments, appeal. But now the federal government under Trump is a little more protective of U.S. patents against foreign firms like Samsung. And there's a shift in the leadership and the attitude toward these foreign companies using patents from U.S. firms, and it's going to favor Netlist. But the source of information, number one, Stocktwits, and you're going to see a lot of links. And the links will be to a handful of Seeking Alpha articles. Go ahead and read those. And the links will also be to a handful, well, actually quite a few, Yahoo Finance articles. And go ahead and read those. Now, my recommendation is if you come across something that's interesting to you, as you go to Stocktwits, burn the paper and the toner. The paper and the toner is going to run you 2 cents per page. Do a snip if you don't want to print the whole article. But if it's 100 pages worth of stuff with all of them combined, and it won't be that much. Well, it might be. That's $2. And then look at it and think about it. It's a high, it was a high risk, high reward stock. My suspicion is the risk is gone. That's just my opinion. I am holding some shares. I'm going to leave them alone. They did dilute a little bit to build up cash for the lawsuits. They have more than enough cash. They are going to have an earnings call this coming week. I recommend you listen to it. You don't have to rush to get in. Just nibble a tiny little bit and don't get angry with me if it doesn't go up to $1 trillion a share from $2.50 right away. Before they diluted, very little dilution, but before they diluted, some people were on YouTube estimating in the next couple of years $100 a share. This is an AI chip play. And the problem, if they are found to be correct, is that Google and Micron and Samsung and Broadcom, either directly or indirectly, Micron, are all benefiting from their patent technology, and they're not collecting royalties. Now, the 900 million is past, and the price of these chips is going up a lot. And the market for these chips, most people think at least through 2027. Some people say through 2030. You've probably heard Elon Musk, if you're following Tesla at all, talk about how there aren't enough chips in the world for what he wants to do with his robot and the cars, the cars that have no driver. So he's actually going to build a chip plant, and that's going to take a while. So we've got this supply-demand imbalance, and that makes stocks go up. So a little bit different. I am retired in Cambodia, and I'll probably stick to Cambodia. If I get a lot of followers from this YouTube, questions, comments, recommendations, then I'll go ahead and start doing a little bit of stock market stuff on this channel. But pretty much, I'm going to keep this the Cambodia retirement channel. The only reason I'm doing this is because the Cambodian retirement channel is growing, and my selling covered calls channel on the stock market, yeah, it's growing, but not as fast. And if you're kind enough to follow me on my Cambodia retirement, I think I might be, it's possible I'm doing you a favor. Now, if you want to, you can wait until the earnings call, and that's later this week. And just go to Stocktwits. They'll have links. People will post links. Here's the earnings call if you want to listen to it. I'm going to listen to it live. And but if the earnings are favorable, and that's without the lawsuits and without the royalties that we're anticipating in the future, due to the patent litigation, which we hope to be resolved probably in a year. You're probably looking at a year. It's probably going to be less than a year, but just in case, I want to say 1 year. So please follow, please subscribe, follow, like, make comments. If I get a lot of response out of this YouTube, then I'll actually put something on. I think I can do this both of the YouTube channels. But go to those sources I've recommended. Don't be afraid to print out a few pages, okay? Please, that's really important because there's too much information, too much going on for you to digest. Again, please subscribe, like, comment. Have a wonderful day.